How's everyone doing out there? Pat here from Tour Physio Performance, and today I want to carry on talking to you about warming up before your round. It's crucially important, especially as we get early into the season. We want to make sure that our bodies are ready to go when we get out to that first tee. Don't want you to just run from the car and go right to that first tee. Put the tee in the ground and just smack away. Your body's not going to be in the best possible position to have a good round out there. So if you spend a little bit of time, just a couple minutes getting warmed up, you're going to have a lot more fun when you're out there, and you're going to play better golf. So I showed you a previous video with a lot of my personal favorites to get warm, and in that video we had a couple bands that were involved. Today what I want to do is I want to talk about some hip and T-spine rotation warm-up drills that we can use just our golf club for. So we won't need any other things other than the clubs you're bringing to the course with you. So what I first want to work on is a familiar video that we've shown in the past before, but it's my absolute favorite. I'm going to do hip airplanes first to really work on the rotation of my hips to get me going. So I like to use my club here as my balance. I'm going to extend my leg back. From here I got a nice lean forward to the chest. I'm going to rotate the hips down and in, rotate up and away. One more view from here. Club's my balance, rotate hips in. I'm going to get a good stretch as I'm going into internal rotation, and then as I rotate up and away. So I like to go through 8 to 10 on both legs for a couple sets there. Then next what I want to do is I want to blend some rotation with some of these hip warm-ups. So another really good option that we can work on is going into a reverse lunge and then rotating toward the leg that we stepping, that's in front, excuse me. So rotate towards the leg in front as we step back. So step back, knees not touching the ground, really getting those legs fired up, going for a big rotation to the side from here. And if you really want to get difficult, you can just stay down here and really get some stress going on the legs and rotate as far as I can. Go through 8 to 10 that way, hit the other side. Next option we can work on is we really need to work on some lateral flexion for that T-spine, because as we're coming down and hitting the golf ball, it's important for us to be able to laterally bend to get down to the ball. So another good option there would be, then from here what I like to do is I'll go into a forward lunge and a lateral flexion. Forward lunge, lateral flexion. As we go into the reverse lunge and the forward lunge, we're getting a little bit different muscles to fire to help warm them up before we get into the round. So next, I really just want to focus on solely rotation, so I'll get a nice wide stance here. I'll rotate as far as I can, laterally flex. Nice big deep breath, come back up. A little further, back up. One more, come back to neutral. Same thing going the other way. So I would say pick all 3 of those drills. Try going through 2 cycles of that and see how you feel when you get to that first tee. You should have some good blood flowing in your legs, your hips, your T-spine should be warmed up. And check in, I'm going to show you a few more exercises to get the shoulders and the upper body going.